The situation in Westbury, west of Johannesburg, is calm this morning following another day of violent protests against violence and drug dealings in the area. Now, Police Minister Bheki Cele is expected to meet with the community today, but we understand that the protesters have blocked roads. Now, for more on the story, we cross live to our reporter Lupang Alamu, who is monitoring the situation. Lupang, thank you very much indeed for your time. Just give us a sense of what's the current situation there.
Well, a very good morning to you, Blaine. I'm going to move out of shot quickly and ask Cele to zoom in. You see some of the community members have started gathering again. The main roads here remain blocked. Of course, the police are not on a scene right now. We cannot see them, but they are within the vicinity. They are on both ends of the roads leading in and out of Westbury, redirecting traffic because it's a no-go area as well for the motorists here today. Of course, we're expecting Police Minister Bheki Cele. We're told he'll be here just before 12 p.m. and he is expected to meet the community members, not in the recreational hall anymore because the venue, I understand, is very small. So they'll be meeting the sports ground, not so far from here. Very, very calm here today. Very, very different scenes from what we saw this time yesterday as well. So we spoke to the police spokesperson, Kema Kubele, a little bit earlier on to tell us exactly what it is that happened with a Rea Vaya station that was satellite and that was destroyed by the protesting residents last night around 7 p.m. And this is what he had to say.
We hope the community will understand that we are doing our best to make sure that the situation become back to normal. And by so saying is that the minister, as it was said to us, that he is coming today. So he will talk to the community. We believe they will share their frustration with the minister. Yeah.
Okay, so we can confirm that 8 people were arrested yesterday, no arrests here this morning and no incidents reported.
Yeah, for this morning we haven't arrested anybody. The people who were arrested were yesterday. About 8 of them were arrested for public violence.
And can you give us an update on the Rea Vaya bus station? Exactly what caused it to be so damaged?
Well, we were called at about 7:30 yesterday that the Rea Vaya are being vandalized. The police came in to stop the situation. We understand that the people were angry about the way the police were behaving. But however, we are going to make sure that those who are injured, they can open the cases and it will be investigated.
Okay, an update there from police. Lupang, yesterday I heard somebody saying that there's this perception out there that unless there's violence in a protest, then there will be no action. Is that a sense you're getting from the residents there?
Well, very completely different sentiments shared here by the community leaders I spoke to a little bit earlier on. I spoke to one community leader, Carol, who says that the police commissioner called her to say they were having a very peaceful march until the Rea Vaya was damaged. So the reason the Rea Vaya was damaged, according to the residents, is the fact that the police were using it to shield themselves as they were firing rubber bullets at the protesting residents. So it's very difficult at this point to count how much damage was done, but from our time here, the hours we spent here yesterday, and being very, very honest, not much damage was done to people's property here. We saw just the Rea Vaya that was attacked here. We also saw one resident's geyser being attacked during the crossfire with the police. So not much damage was done. So we understand that in South Africa, a lot of time when there are protests, we anticipate a lot of property to be damaged. A lot of times when people protest, we understand that schools are at risk. There are about 3 schools here that we went and saw, and not much damage was done to them, if any at all. So very different scenes here from Westbury. Just the injuries, over 10 people, over 15 people rather, were injured during the crossfire rubber bullets, but the damage to property, not so much.
Yeah. Just give us some context, Lupang. In terms of the general tenor of the arguments being put forward by the residents, what are they most concerned about?
Of course, the biggest problem here being the fact that the area is so drug infested. You know, a lot of the youth here are on drugs. Unemployment is also an issue. You know, the fact that there are so many people here at this time of the day clearly shows you that a lot of people are not attending school. A lot of people are not going to work, because a lot of people that we spoke to here complain about how unemployed they are. They end up doing drugs. They end up having to be drawn into this lifestyle that so many of them have fallen into. So those are some of the issues that the residents are complaining about. Complaining the fact that it's so accessible to get drugs in this area. The drug lords do as they please, and they did make it clear to us that there are no gangs in this area in Westbury. The fact that yes, there are shootings, but it's literally just a turf war between drug lords. So those are some of the issues that are being that the residents rather would like the minister to address.
Yeah, I think we have a clip of some of the residents airing their concerns. Let's play that clip.
We believe that we need to prove a point. Yeah, we need to prove a point that if he doesn't come, until he comes, until we see him come, the roads are going to remain closed, and we are going to continue with the protest, because this just can't continue. This police brutality, this police violence, shooting innocent women and children who aren't even involved in a protest like us. Yesterday we were shot in our yard. We were shot, and we weren't even involved in a protest. So we are just proving a point here that if he doesn't come, things are going to get much, much worse.
All right, so what exactly are you expecting from him today?
We expect that he listens to us, to the pleas, because every single week there's a funeral. Every single week you hear someone you know was shot, someone down the street, someone just walking past, innocent bystanders, witnesses, and it's just not fair. It's not right, because there are women and children. Children can't even play in the streets anymore, and we can't accept that. We can't.
Yesterday I had a meeting with the commissioner. The commissioner actually salute Westbury community. She said it's the first time that she sees something like this. It's the first time. It was peaceful. And then when I came out of that meeting, this thing was so up here. The police start shooting on us, and we ignored them. They even walk behind us. We ignore them. When they start shooting, the people ignore them again. So when we come this side, it was too much, because people's eyes were out. Some of the people's, a child was sitting in the house. The people were even shooting right through the people's windows. And then the community got angry, because all of us, most of us, I think more than 300 people were shot yesterday by the police. They were standing right behind this Ria Vaya thing. They shoot us from behind, and that's where it all started. If it wasn't for the police, then it was a peaceful, but the police started this thing to be violence. And then yesterday, the policeman that you just interviewed now, he's the one that actually said something wrong on TV. Wrong information. It was not the community, it's the police that started. It's not right.
I mean, Lopang, you get a sense that the community is really hurting, isn't it? The Police Minister Bheki Cele is scheduled to be there around 11:30 or so, but I guess they don't want speeches, isn't it? They want action.
That's exactly what they said to me, Blaine, that they're tired of how the government comes here and then they make promises and then they do not deliver. So they say they need the minister to come here with a detailed report as to exactly what it is that he's going to do to try and ensure that the problems here in Westbury are solved. As we can see now, the community members are moving from where they were regrouped, and they're going towards the sports ground, where they're going to sit and wait for the minister's arrival.
Lopang, thank you very much indeed for your reporting. Stay safe. We'll try to catch up with you a little later on.
Well,